Scott Mervis of the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette and talking about the music scene through the years. You were part of that scene. You were representing that scene.
Yeah, I don't think he ever covered us. You certainly did. Ashes to Ashes and Ed Masley, I believe his name was.
Now the music critic for the Arizona Republic. Yeah.
Wow, that's not here.
No.
Okay.
He went where the warmer weather was, I guess. But
yeah, so I brought some local music. I brought my records. If you want to play a thing or two, we can talk about whatever. There's a little bit of history in all of it. And
we are going to get into all that. So
let's some of our stuff.
For there. We're going to do one quick break, and we're back with Noah and the news.
Yay.
Conditioning in Beaver County, you have lots of choices, but there's one name, local home.
Remember way back when you were young and the bus ride to and from school set the tone for what made your day special? School buses and vans have had a special place in the Fry family for 3 generations. At Fry Transportation, the student transportation industry is embraced as a tradition, privilege, and lifestyle. From the morning laughs on the way to school to the talk about the day on the way home. Memories you won't forget, just like the vintage football games aired each week on Beaver County Radio. Fry Transportation, caring for your children as they care for their own.
It's time to wake up, Beaver Valley, with Pastor David Grove from the Church of the Redeemed of Beaver Valley. Tune in to Beaver County Radio this and every Saturday from 9 to 10 a.m. It's time to wake up and turn our hearts back to Jesus Christ. So wake up early this Saturday and tune in to Wake Up Beaver Valley from 9 until 10 a.m. right here on Beaver County Radio.
Beaver County Radio's news source. 99.3 FM, 1230 WBVP, and beavercountyradio.com. Here's Noah Haswell.
Good morning. On this Thursday, May 7th of 2026, we will have a complete Beaver County radio weather forecast after we take this look at news. 2 people were killed in a 5-vehicle crash near the Fort Duquesne Bridge in Pittsburgh on Wednesday after one vehicle plunged onto the roadway below. The crash occurred around 3 p.m. and closed southbound Route 65 at the ramp to the bridge for several hours during the evening rush, according to PennDOT. The roadway reopened shortly before 7 p.m. Authorities said an SUV involved in the crash went over the side of the bridge and landed on Reedsdale Street on the north side near Acrisure Stadium, killing the driver. The Allegheny County Medical Examiner's Office identified the driver as 52-year-old Michael Smith of Sheridan. Another person was taken to a hospital in critical condition after being extricated from a vehicle using hydraulic rescue tools, but later died, according to Pittsburgh Public Safety spokeswoman Cara Cruz. The second victim had not been identified as of Wednesday night. No other injuries were reported. Investigators have not determined the cause of the crash, though Pittsburgh Police Chief Jason Lando said speed may have been a factor. Fire crews were dispatched to the 1000 block of Dutch Ridge Road following reports of an equipment fire Wednesday. Units responded within 2 minutes and arrived to find a trailer fully engulfed in flames. Firefighters used foam to battle the fire because of the materials involved, and crews brought the blaze under control without further incident. No injuries were reported. A demolition project in Rochester is improving access to a local medical office affected by the closure of Adams Street. Dr. George Zambelli said a house was removed Tuesday to create a new route for patients to reach his office parking lot. Speaking on Beaver County Radio's Driving in the Fast Lane with Frank Sparks, Zambelli said the road closure had made it difficult for patients to access the property. He said he worked with borough officials, including demolition expert Matt Cook, to clear the neighboring property and establish new access points. The plan includes adding an entrance and exit connecting the lot to an alley behind the office between New York Avenue and Ohio Street. Patients will still need to walk a short distance, but parking will be available along Jefferson Avenue, New York Avenue, and Ohio Street. A new plaza entrance opened Wednesday at the Pittsburgh Zoo and Aquarium. The updated entrance features new landscaping with native Pennsylvania plants, additional restrooms, and a wind tree sculpture designed to generate renewable energy by capturing wind and solar power, zoo officials said. Zoo officials said admissions will begin at the new entrance gate by the end of May. And Beaver County students will gain new pre-apprenticeship opportunities in the HVAC industry through a $250,000 grant from the Pennsylvania Department of Labor and Industry, according to State Representative Rob Matzey. Matze said the Schools to Work grant was awarded to the Steamfitters Local Union number 449 Joint Apprenticeship and Training Committee to launch an HVAC pre-apprenticeship program. The program is designed to connect students with in-demand careers through hands-on training and industry partnerships and will serve students in Beaver County and other parts of western Pennsylvania. Schools to Work grants support employers, schools, and community organizations in developing apprenticeship and pre-apprenticeship pathways that help students transition from school into the workforce.
Weather on the Nines is brought to you by Homer 9 & Sons Heating and Cooling. Quality home comfort since 1943. Call 1-800-834-9 or visit homer9.com.
Here's the Beaver County forecast.
Today, look for increasing clouds with a slight chance of showers later this evening. We'll reach highs of 58 and drop down to lows of 41. And tomorrow, it'll be partly sunny and breezy with a chance of rain. Expect highs of 62 and lows of 49. I'm Lisa Marie with your Beaver County weather.
When it comes to heating and air conditioning in Beaver County, you have lots of choices. But there's one name local homeowners have trusted for generations: Homer 9 & Sons. For 4 generations, families across Beaver County and beyond have relied on Homer 9 for dependable comfort and honest service. With that kind of experience, it's easy to see why so many customers keep coming back again and again. Now's the perfect time to call before the summer heat arrives. For a limited time, get your AC tune-up for just $79. Homer 9 will clean your system, test it, inspect it, and make sure everything is running properly before the first hot day hits. And if you need a new system, you can choose from trusted brands like Lennox and more. Call 1-800-834-NINE or visit homer9.com. Homer 9 & Sons Heating and Cooling. Quality home comfort since 1943.
On this Thursday, May 7th of 2026, at 10 minutes after 8, we've got a temperature of 46 degrees with fair skies currently in Beaver County. That's a look at the news for now. I'm Noah Haswell on 99.3 FM, AM 1230 WBVP, 95.7 FM, and 1460 AM WMBA. Also streaming live around the world at beavercountyradio.com.
Step back into time and flip into fun at Pinball PA, the ultimate arcade museum where classic games come alive. Located off Broadhead Road in the Hopewell Shopping Center, Pinball PA invites you to play with 400 pinball machines and video games, from rare gems to your all-time favorites like Pac-Man, Space Invaders, Asteroids, Frogger, and the latest pinball hits. Perfect for families, friends, field trips, birthdays, and gamers of all ages, Pinball PA is open Tuesdays through Sundays with unlimited play for one low price. No quarters needed. Learn more at pinballpa.com. And you don't want to miss Beaver County Radio Night at Pinball PA. Come on out May 8th from 5 to 7 p.m. Hang out with Frank Sparks and me, Scott Tatey, playing pinball and old-fashioned arcade games. There'll be prizes for winners, plus ice cream from the Hopewell Brewsters and hoagies from Yinzer Fusion. May 8th. See you there. We are hanging out with Ed Beeler, co-owner of Pinball PA. Looking forward to seeing you. Ed, last night I was texting everyone I could think of to tell them to come out. I think we're going to have a really nice turnout.
Good.
Friday. Yeah. And for that Beaver County Radio Listener Night. And one question a couple listeners asked me, they wanted, is it for all ages? Like, can they bring kids? Can they bring their high school kids or their even younger? Is that
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone, all ages. People ask that all the time, and there's always groups of 5-year-olds and 95-year-olds.
Love it.
Yep, it works for everyone.
So we were talking before the break about your music career. The band was called Ashes to Ashes, and I did write about them when I was. Oh, we got the autographed jersey from Frank.
Hey,
Frank's
Frank.
stepping in here. Who is that?
How are you?
Good.
You see the dogs here, Frank, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. So it's Harrison Brewnickel. And Harrison, the reason why I picked him is because he plays for the Wilkes-Barre. He's a Penguin, but he plays for the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Baby Pens.
Okay.
And they're still, you guys mentioned the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're still in it, and they just won their first round in the Calder Cup. So
Might be worth something.
Yeah, so this will be the jersey. And he's supposed to be like one of the top guys for the Penguins coming up. So Harrison Brewnickel's who we're going to be giving away.
Well, he's number 45. He's probably a fighter, probably a hitter. You got a number that high up, aren't you? Usually
Defenseman or something.
Yeah.
Usually, you got to kick butt and take names to be able to have a number like that,
It's the right color.
Yeah.
Black and white, yellow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they use the same logo and everything?
Everything's the same,
all
yeah.
right.
They're just called the baby pens.
And it's in Wilkes.
Yeah, but this is his
Barely.
actual Penguins jersey. This is his NHL jersey.
Okay.
So that's the number. I don't know what he's wearing in Wilkes-Barre, but that's his NHL
And how are we
jersey.
giving that away? Who beats you at a certain game?
I
or
don't
what do you
know.
wanna
It's
do?
your place. You decided.
I'm out of ideas. I just
wanna
fix
just do
everything.
a,
I need the creative people to.
You want to do? We can just do a drawing of
Yeah,
everybody.
why
who
not?
comes.
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
Okay.
comes.
Yeah, we got
Can
tickets.
Give away
Good.
little tickets or something
Give
like
away
that.
tickets and.
Have you been cheating and practicing your Pac-Man on the
I
side?
ain't saying a word.
I
Never
haven't.
played it before.
I'll just say I've learned how to use one of those Nintendo Switches over the last couple weeks.
That doesn't count though, because
Yeah, I know.
we're talking 1980s controls. You didn't have to use thumbs and.
That's true.
It was
That's true.
one
I don't know.
joystick, one button.
I think it's going to be the battle of who's the worst, not the best.
Yeah, we never said what we're battling.
Lowest score like golf. Yes.
What's
That'd
that?
work. Lowest score like golf.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'll definitely beat you, Scott.
It won't be hard.
Yeah, yeah.
We were talking about Brewster's as well, free ice cream, and Yinzer Fusion bringing their hoagies and
I got something new, too, that
Ooh.
you don't know about yet either. It came yesterday. So we got some Pittsburgh Zoo tickets we're going to bring down, too. Pirate tickets, Zoo tickets. And then there's another one that's it's in Port Clinton, Ohio, but it's a blast to go to. And I have some tickets to go to
what's that safari place, right?
Safari, yeah,
heard of
Wildlife
that.
Safari. It's a drive-through.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so it's about an hour and a half, about an hour, 15 hour and a half ride, but it's worth it. It's good
I've seen
time.
those videos like a rhinoceros ram somebody's car.
Well, it's not quite that bad, but they have when you go in, you can feed them, and they have these big bulls with horns and stuff, and they come towards you. So you got to kind of, watch.
I was talking about the video of the beaver that attacked the family. Did you see that yesterday?
I
No.
did.
Oh man, that was an angry beaver.
Yeah, well, yeah.
How big?
That's
Big
pretty
enough, yeah, about 50
big.
pounds, 60 pounds maybe. Yeah.
All right. Well, I just figured since we're talking playoffs, I'd bring it in and let you guys.
I like it. I
See
like
what,
it. Hold it up for the Facebook camera. People can see what we're talking about. And likewise, pirate tickets. That's a hot commodity.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Nice. Skeens last night, huh? Took a no-hitter into the fifth inning again, and it was a stupid dribbler, and he's who threw the ball away. I
Well,
watched through the sixth inning, and then I went to bed. So,
they got one run. That's all they needed.
all right, I'm going to go pet a dog.
All right. Yeah. We are joined in studio by Doodle, the Doodle, our Ed's
Doodle the Wonder Dog, yes.
the sidekick there. We'll get him out under the camera in a little bit.
Frank's keeping him busy. He didn't have breakfast yet. He's angry.
What'd you bring, Ed? Looks like you got some swag.
I always
too.
have trash to show, yes. As my kids walk around the house and go, what's that junk on the wall? I said, everyone has their... When you get to a certain age and things have
Your trophy
ended.
case.
Yes, exactly. So we have, speaking of Pittsburgh journalism, music journalism, the In Pittsburgh News Weekly. Remember that?
I do.
It's the 1997 Music Awards for Best Hard Rock Metal Bassist. That'd be me.
Metal bassist.
Yeah, how about that? And then
who are you influenced by? Sabbath?
Cheap Trick.
Cheap Trick?
Yeah.
That's a good pick.
Anything hair metal, of course, back in the day. But earlier than that, probably Tom Peterson, Cheap Trick. So even though he played an 8/12 string bass, but 4 is as many as I needed strings. 1996. This is ancient history, of course, but does anyone still care? I mean, you do.
I do.
Okay. Pittsburgh, 1996, best local heavy metal band. Not that we ever were such a thing.
So you can honestly say you were from the award-winning band Ashes to Ashes. And
yes, how legit the awards were, I have no. I mean, I guess people voted. It was
what are some of the places you played? Where were some of your regular
locally.
haunts and venues?
Oh, the Mousetrap, of course. As I said in our last visit, the Mousetrap is full circle in my life because we started there, and a lot of the other places are closed, of course. But
Is that where you were shooting pool with Bon Jovi or something like that?
well, yeah, the Bon Jovi story. That he was friends with Norm Nardini, I believe, and anytime Bon Jovi was in town, Norm Nardini would book a gig at the Mousetrap, or Danny, the old owner, would book him. And they would show up after that. Mainly, I guess, David Bryan, the keyboard player, and
Bon Jovi, yeah.
Richie Sambora was there a couple times. But so at this one time, there was a show at Star Lake, I guess, and Norm was there. So, hey, come on, Bon Jovi's going to be here, whatever. So we're down in the basement, the dressing room, and it was before the dispensaries, if you know what I'm talking about. So there's a conclave happening, and
Cigarettes.
Cigarettes. Everyone's smoking cigarettes, and a couple drinks, and there's this character that had like a really well done prosthetic disguise, if you will, hat, and kind of looked indigent, homeless, whatever, and he had really good cigarettes, and we're all there, and he gets up and leaves, and my friend Matt goes, who works with us at Pinball PA now, he goes, hey, that bum stole my lighter. And Danny said, that's Bon Jovi, because he couldn't go in public, or at least in a mousetrap. So yes, my children didn't believe that. You partied with Bon Jovi.
He stole my cigarettes.
Yeah, that was. So that's the mousetrap.
What do you say we play a song by the award-winning Ashes to Ashes? You sent me a couple. I've queued this one up. It's called Dark Side.
Yes.
What do you remember about Dark Side?
As I said, you have to challenge me to remember what album CD it was from.
The album cover has looks like a comet's hurtling towards Earth.
Okay,
or another
that's
planet.
Big Moving Parts was the name of it, and that was 2099. So our best year. So yeah, good song. It has a sequence keyboard kind of thing in it. So Andy and his creativeness, good tune.
All right, let's check it out. This is Ashes to Ashes, local music.
Hoping all my secrets will show through.
band Ashes to Ashes with their song Dark Side. I love the groove on that.
Yeah, that's a good one. And as I was saying to you, I don't have any more of those CDs left because we actually did sell all those in the 2000, 2001.
So what do you remember the music scene in Pittsburgh, Beaver County, say 1999, 2000, that kind of era? What should we remember? Where were the hot places? Where were the bands everyone had to see, or where did Ashes to Ashes fit into that? Was there like a hair metal band scene? Was there because you guys were like a power trio, I would say.
Yeah, but we got categorized as the hair metal scene, and we go back a little bit earlier, 95, 6. So for the first couple of CDs, but yeah, we played with all that before that, and we were the opening band, and it was important because a couple bands helped us that I've discussed with you, Triple X and Raquel. They're speaking of hair bands. And then into the 90s and 2000s, well, there was speaking of, I'm going back a little bit here. The Mousetrap band we played with was called The Crush. I don't know if you remember them.
I do not.
Dan Slide is the drummer. He's a good friend, and he could have been the drummer in Ashes to Ashes a couple times. That's another story. But they are actually still he's in a really good band called Dying Breed. I believe they're Beaver County.
They are a Beaver County band, Dying Breed, from like the Hookstown area. And
okay.
They have a show coming up, you said, right?
They are back to the Mousetrap. Everything's full circle. They're playing there Saturday night. So
they recorded David Granati's studio in Ambridge, and I actually got to see Dying Breed not too long ago, Jurgles Rhythm Grill, and yeah, it was one of those shows. They were the opening act, and people were there to see the headliner, but people were like on the floor, jaws down, like, wow, who is this group I'm watching? I never heard of them before, and they made a lot of fans that night, and that's something your band did, I'm sure. You got to open for some national acts.
Oh, yeah.
What was that? Name a few, and what was that experience
More
like?
than I can remember. I mean, the big ones were like the Scorpions and Alice Cooper at the dreaded Star Lake when it was the Coca-Cola Pavilion or whatever it was called back then. But Styx at the Palumbo Center. That one's on YouTube. That's fun to watch.
So what's it like? You're on stage and you're facing 10,000 Alice Cooper fans. You got to win them over. What's the strategy?
When you're up there, and nobody can really question it. That was kind of my viewpoint. It was much different than playing at a small bar because that was what happened. We did a show like that at Star Lake, and it was early, so there was 7,000 people or something. Oh, Def Leppard in Johnstown at the Johnstown War Memorial. That was a real show because it was an indoor kind of
hockey arena.
Yeah, and it was 10,000 people, so that was cool. But then the next night, you're at the Redstone Tavern in Crafton for 16 people. So that's the life. Yeah, but more than I can remember. I had to pick a band. The hair bands on the way up and on the way down, sort of, and then some of the other
bands like Winger, Quiet Riot,
Rat. Name it, Rat, and then some of the classic rock bands, Blue Oyster Cult, and Coney Hatch. That was fun. Yeah, Graffiti was a great place to play.
Did you ever get to like rub elbows with anyone? You're hanging with Joe Elliott and Def Leppard backstage or something? Or?
No, not well. The Scorpions, they were decent guys shooting hoops back at Star Lake with them. So yeah, enough's enough. Those bands, But yeah, anybody. We'd play anywhere, anytime with anybody. So Beaver County places. You were asking about clubs. Somebody was asking me the other day, what was that place? Under the Trestle on 65 in Arthur's.
Chameleon Junction? Okay, Arthur's.
Yeah.
Was that before Chameleon Junction?
Yeah, another place.
A lot of people know it as Maury's Speakeasy, what it was in the 70s when
it looks like
Taylor was playing there.
Speaking of him, yeah, I sent you that. Yeah, because probably my first rock concert at the, I said Syria Mosque, but I was wrong. It was the Stanley Theater, also known as the Benedum nowadays. And yeah, I saw B.E. Taylor there. And then years later, Rick Witkowski, the perfect Beaver County Polish name. Yeah. He was the guitar player, and he produced
everyone
one of our CDs at some point. Yeah, he did Crack the Sky, I think. Yeah, but then it was cool to have him involved because he really has an ear and fixed some things up. So
you mentioned Arthur's or Maury's, as some people know it as, Chameleon Junction. Yeah, that was a true speakeasy. I mean, you had to, like you said, go under a train trestle and practically park in the woods. And what do you remember about the vibe of a place like that? Because people were there for music. That wasn't, you weren't there to have drinks or get someone's phone number. You were there to
It was strictly a music place. Yeah, we actually shot one of our first videos there because we started playing there opening for Triple X, if you remember them.
Yes.
Pittsburgh's really super premier hard rock band from 95 to something. So, and Freddie Nelson went on to do a lot of other cool things, but great band, especially when they got Tim Amar as the singer. He was a passionate guy, to say the least, and he's missed, but super singer.
So you say you shot a video there. Is it trippy for you if you go on YouTube and you see footage of a concert you were doing 25 years ago? And what do you focus on when you're watching something like that?
It's easy to remember it all because I think I was pretty good with that. Especially I always had said, "Here, take this camera to someone, video camera, a super high 8 tape or something like that." There were no phones. I mean, I'm sure we had a BlackBerry like Scott Mervis said earlier, but you just remember the smells and the sights and the sounds and the stupidity of all of it. But my kids watch it and go, that was you?
Dad, you were a rock star.
Yeah, sure.
We got Noah coming up with the news in just 90 seconds.
Beaver County Transit Authority connects you to where you want to be. The doctor's office or well-deserved shopping spree will take you to wherever you please. Safe, no fuss, leave the driving to us. Hop on, adventures coming your way. Beaver County Transit Authority, BCTA. Ride the bus.
BCTA Connect, your ride to out-of-county destinations, is live now. You can book a trip as soon as today to destinations in Cranberry, Wexford, Warrendale, Moon, Sewickley, Leetsdale, and more with the BCTA Connect mobile app. For medical, employment, or any other trip need, BCTA connects you to out-of-county stops. Download the free app today.
Beaver County Transit Authority, BCTA. Ride the bus.
You're busy, no time to cook. You're hungry and the kids are too. Don't stress, make it a McDonald's dinner tonight. Download the app and get McDelivery right to your door. Whatever you're hungry for, McDonald's has it. You'll be happy and the kids will be too. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
If you own a company or a small business, you might have considered advertising on radio. It's smart because radio is still the most far-reaching media outlet today. WBVP and WMBA can get you results. Get more information at beavercountyradio.com.
We are at 8:30. It's time for Noah Haswell's news headlines.
Thanks, Scott. Our top headlines for news at the top of the hour include 2 people killed in a 5-vehicle crash near the Fort Duquesne Bridge in Pittsburgh on Wednesday. Beaver County Recreation and Tourism Director Tony Caltori responded to an audience member's inquiry of possibly adding more pickleball courts to the Brady's Run Ice Arena and making them regulation size during Wednesday's County Commissioner's work session. A police chase occurred Tuesday near Temple Road and Edgewood Avenue in Hopewell Township, and Wegmans Food Markets Incorporated has completed a key step toward opening its first store in the Pittsburgh area. For our weather forecast today, we have increasing clouds with a high near 58. Tonight will be a slight chance of showers before 8 p.m. Otherwise, increasing clouds with a low of around 41. Tomorrow will be a chance of showers before 7 a.m., then a slight chance of showers after 5 p.m., otherwise partly sunny skies with a high near 62. Wind gusts are as high as 21 miles per hour, and the chance of precipitation is 30%. And on Saturday, it will be some likely showers with thunderstorms also possible after 2 p.m., otherwise partly sunny skies with a high near 68, and the chance of precipitation is 60%. On this Thursday, May 7th of 2026, at 31 minutes after 8, we've got a temperature of 49 degrees with fair skies currently in Beaver County. Those stories and more are coming up at 9 o'clock, and that's News Headlines. I'm Noah Haswell on 99.3 FM, AM 1230 WBVP, 95.7 FM, and 1460 AM WMBA. Also streaming live around the world at beavercountyradio.com.
So we may have come up with an idea for that Pittsburgh Penguins jersey we're going to be giving away at Pinball PA on Friday, the autographed jersey. Noah, what are your thoughts?
So Ed kind of helped me make a leeway for this because I've been to this place several times. So if you're listening, by the way, mark this event down. It is tomorrow from 5 to 7 p.m. over at Pinball PA in Hopewell. We dubbed it as our listener appreciation party. I initially thought if you can beat me at any game I pick, but this is a listener appreciation party, so we're not going to be too selfish here. You pick the game, you got to beat me. Ooh. And I'm not going easy on you, okay? First of all, I haven't played every game in there, so you still have a chance, okay? So it's not going to be too hard to do, but I'm going to be there tomorrow, so I'm going to sweeten up the pot. And this is for a signed Penguins jersey for some dude I've never heard of, but it's still something. And the Penguins made the playoffs this year, even though they lost to Philly.
This is video games, right? Not pinball.
Yes, okay. It's video games. The arcade. Yeah, I mean, if they want to pick pinball, I guess they can.
Oh, see,
he'll play anything.
Sweeten up the pot.
Throwing it out there, man.
I'll throw it out there. I haven't played the pinball machines as much, but you never know with these games, really, how good or bad you're going to do. So let's do it.
I like the confidence.
Frank, let's put it in the pot.
If you win, do you get the jersey?
Me? No, I'm not getting a jersey. I already have an O'Neill Cruz jersey. I have a Pirate City uniform. Got a shirt that says Skeens Jones 24. By the way, there's a new sheriff in Tyne, Arizona.
All Skeens. Tell you what, let's play the recap from last night's Pirates game. Here is Joe Block letting us know what the Buccos did.
A first-inning home run by Brandon Lau and beat the Arizona Diamondbacks 1-0 on Wednesday night at Chase Field. Paul Skeens got the start and blanked the Diamondbacks over 8 innings, walked none, and allowed 2 singles with 2 men out in the 5th. That were the only base runners against Skeens in those 8 innings. He got his 5th win of the season, and Gregory Soto pinned down the 9th for his 2nd save. Brian Reynolds achieved his 1,000th career hit in the 3rd inning with a couple of singles on the night, and the Pirates go on to win 1-0 over the Diamondbacks to go 3 over 500. From Chase Field, this is Joe Block, and your home for Pirates baseball.
We're also your home for NASCAR. This Sunday, the race from Watkins Glen. To get you excited, here is the 2-minute NASCAR Hot Pass.
Buescher remains confident heading to the Glen. I'm Kyle Rickey. That story next on NASCAR Hot Pass.
Thank you all the veterans and those that are serving today.
The engines roar. The crowd screams. And the day is set to perfect.
Freedom is not free.
A celebration of life, liberty, and the pursuit of speed. That's why we stand with pride and reverence to celebrate the men and women whose sacrifice and commitment makes our pursuit possible. NASCAR salutes, together with Coca-Cola at Watkins Glen. Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern on FS1.
Here, Ryan Blaney gets 4 tires, Sunoco Racing Fuel.
From fueling NASCAR champions on the track for over 20 years to innovating 94 octane, the highest octane on the market. Performance is what Sunoco does.
Sunoco cans injected into the car, bubble wall is down and away.
All Sunoco fuel at the pump meets the same top-tier standards as the fuel used in NASCAR. From the track to your tank. Sunoco, the official fuel of NASCAR.
Roush Fenway Keselowski racing driver Chris Buescher is having a career year thus far, sitting 5th in the championship standings after 11 races and has finished among the top 5 in the last 2 weeks. He believes that all the positive momentum will follow him to upstate New York this weekend for Sunday's Go Bowling at the Glen at Watkins Glen International, a track in which he has finished in the top 10 at the last 4 years, and that includes a win 2 years ago.
We've been able to win there. We've run really well there the last 4 races. It's always a good track for us. We always have good speed, so we're focused on our own race on that one. Certainly, I don't feel like with what we do, we're going to be in the hunt to win it.
See more at MRN.com. I'm Kyle Rickey. This is NASCAR Hot Pass on the Motor Racing Network.
We're back. It's 8:37. Scott Tady here, joined in studio by Ed Beeler, co-owner of Pinball PA, where we're going to be Friday night, and you are all invited to come out and prizes for winners, an arcade battle, and for someone who's never been to Pinball PA before, Ed, when they walk in the door, are they like floored? They can't believe there are 400 arcade games waiting for them?
Yeah, people kind of say arcades, I don't remember them being this large. And I said they weren't, because a big arcade back then was 30 or 40 games, because, again, they were still $2,500 a piece to purchase back then. And, add that up to 1980s money, it's millions of dollars.
And these are the games we spend hours and hours at in the 80s, hanging out usually the mall. The mall would always have an arcade game, or arcade, and but now under one roof, and you don't have to worry about tokens or quarters. It's one price.
Pay one price. Everything's set on free play. Just push start or push a little button to add a credit, like you're dropping a coin in, and away you go.
You have a lot of birthday parties there and special events? Or?
Yeah, kids' parties. Anybody's birthday party. We had a 50th birthday party a couple weeks ago, so it was a nice adult gathering. You can BYOB, whatever, cater your own food, bring your own food. A nice little party area in the back where we'll be set up to, have some beer from Helicon in the back there. And, the corporate events, whatever. You can rent the whole building if you want. So, yeah, and people say, is there enough room? It's 10,000 square feet. Yeah. There are 400 games jammed in there, but it works.
Plenty of parking. It's in the Hopewell Shopping Center.
Yes, correct. Yep.
And your website is, let me see if I remember, pinballpa.com?
It is. It's a brand new website, just up yesterday, thanks to IT master Chris Aiken, taking care of that. And we have a fancy new POS system where we're up to speed with the 21st, 22nd century, whatever it is now, where you can buy a ticket online, bring your phone, scan the code. So we're finally caught up after many years. He's happy. He worked really hard on it. So.
And you've had some literal legitimate rock stars go to Pinball PA. People are on the road or touring, or they have special events, and they make a beeline for Hopewell Township just to hang out at your place.
The Creed fella.
Scott Stapp?
No.
The guitar. Mark Trevanti?
Yeah, him. Big pinball guy. And then the Bare Naked Ladies, Ed something or other.
Robertson, I think.
Yeah. Because he did a voice on a game, actually. Something Black Knight game that we have, pinball.
You have the KISS pinball machine?
Yes, of course.
Band KISS.
From 79, that one, the original one.
I'm trying to remember what happened. Did it shoot sparks or fire or something like that?
No, it has 8-bit music. It plays shouted out loud and rock and roll all night. That's in tones.
Is playing pinball like riding a bike? You never forget how, or am I going to be not as good as I used to be?
You just don't get any better as you get older, because it's all hand-eye coordination. So... yeah, but no, it stays with you, I think.
Okay. Talking to Ed Beeler, also talking about his days in the band Ashes to Ashes, a Pittsburgh power trio that got radio time, won awards, open for major national acts. I'm going to play another song by Ashes to Ashes. This one is called Take What You Want. Talk about the genesis behind this song.
Once again, I don't remember which CD it was from. That's one of the later ones. I think this may have been the one that Rick Witkowski produced, as I said.
It's got like a foreboding-looking tree on it.
Oh, yeah, okay. I don't know what it's greater than. No, it's not greater than 7. What's it called? Is there a name on it?
I can't.
Well, I think that was one that was.
You weren't the band's publificus, were you? You just.
Yes, I was the publicist. But this is ancient history, as I said.
Fair.
I have to review because I had to find these the last time we talked about the CDs. I think this one we were kind of lazy about it, and when the CD production companies would put your package together, they had an art department. So they said, here, do you want us to design the cover? So we said, go ahead, see what they come up with. And this one came back, and I believe it was dubbed Big Spooky Tree. That's not the name of the album, but that's what it was called.
I never thought of that. Now bands are probably making album covers on artificial intelligence. They probably go into AI or whatever and typing in, make me an album cover, and 3 seconds later they got an album cover.
I'm a little late to the party. I heard some AI music the other day, and I couldn't tell the difference. I don't know. It's amazing, really. I mean, they just copy some genre, but I was like, hey, this is a good song.
Yeah,
it's not real.
Yeah.
So there we are.
But it's on the radio, so
that's where we are.
Well, the song you're here is real. It was done in a recording studio. It was done by the band Ashes to Ashes. Let's check it out. Called Take What You Want.
Human nature bring us to our knees. Always danger doing as we please. No one's perfect, sets the mind at ease. Human nature, tell me what am I to do? us higher above. Always searching what we're capable of. Nothing strange or finding hate and love. Human nature, what am I supposed to do? Take what you want from me. Have me do what you want me to do. Use what you have in me. Have me do what you want me to do, as you want me to do, as you want me to do. You want me wanting something somewhere, wanting understanding, just standing there. Another vision from my decision, another mission that I was missing. Another vision from my decision. Human nature, what do I deserve to do? Take what you want from me. Have me do as you want me to do. Use what you have in me. Have me do as you want me to do, as you want me to do, as you want me to do. You gave it anyway, I'll do as you want me to do. I'll be here waiting for you, use what you have in me. You never turn away, I'll do as you want me to do, as you want me to do, as you want me to.
It's the sound of Beaver County, presented by St. Barnabas, WBVP, WMVA, 99.3 FM, and now available on 95.7 FM.
Looking for something fun and delicious to do for Mother's Day? Cruise on over to Hank's Frozen Custard and Mexican Food from noon until 3 p.m. this Sunday, May 10th for the first of 6 cruises this year. We will have a live broadcast during the cruise, and our Beaver County Radio Birthday Prize Wheel will make an appearance with great prizes. While you're at Hank's, you can enjoy some of the finest custard and Mexican food in the area. Beaver County Radio's live broadcast at Hank's Frozen Custard and Mexican Food is being brought to you by Falcone's Moon Township Ford, where friends send friends, AK Nahhouse Appliance, Furniture, Mattress, and TV, you'll do okay with AK, Moon Honda, Monroe Auto Body, All Access Truck and Auto Sales, Gnu's Body Works, and Beaver County Radio.
The NASCAR Cup Series.
Field works their way 2 by 2. They bunch together in the middle of the tri-oval.
Heads to New York.
Oh, we got trouble. One car has spun. It's the second spot. Lots of white smoke. It was Eric Jones.
For a Mother's Day trip around the Glen.
Side by side. Oh, Ryan Priest will break loose. They're crashing mid-pack. Carson Hocevar will come to the line.
It's the Go Bowling at the Glen.
We're talking with Art Cornell from Beaver Cemetery and Mausoleum. Art, tell us about the cremation garden at Beaver Cemetery.
Our cremation garden is a very affordable burial option for families choosing cremation. Burial in our cremation garden provides a 62% savings over a traditional burial.
Why do some families choose cremains burial over options like a decorative urn in their home?
More people today are opting for something long-lasting. They want the ease and lower cost of cremation, but still want to memorialize their loved ones in a more permanent way.
And your cremation garden gives them an affordable way to do this?
Yes. In addition to a 62% savings over traditional burial, our cremation garden gives families a place to visit today and preserves their family heritage for generations. And everything your family owns at Beaver Cemetery will be protected by our Perpetual Care Fund.
Friends, you can learn more at beavercemetery.net.
Check out Beaver County's free online source for news, sports scores, and more. BeaverCountyRadio.com.
Coming at you from the Fry Transportation Group studios. Scott Tady here, joined in studio by Ed Beeler. He is co-owner of Pinball PA, the cool vintage arcade and pinball machine place right there in the Hopewell Shopping Center, where Beaver County Radio is going to be having a little listener appreciation party. We do appreciate you. We're going to show it by having you come out and play some pinball and play some arcade games. There'll be prizes for winners, including a autographed Penguins jersey, Pittsburgh Pirates tickets, and more. Brewster's from Hopewell is going to provide free ice cream while supplies last. There'll be some beer supplies in the back as well from, I keep forgetting the name,
Helicon.
Yeah, I've heard good things. And then Yinzer Fusion, an amazing place. They got the startup in Hopewell Township, but it's a food truck that does all kinds of creative hoagies. They have like a gyro hoagie, for instance. They have a Cubano. They've got some kind of special Korean beef type hoagie. And then they tap into the Yinzer and us all. They have like a chipped ham one, and no Philly cheesesteak there. You're getting a Pittsburgh cheesesteak from Yinzer. So
it has to have fries on it.
Yeah, it's got to, and then Mancini's bread, of course. But so come on out Friday 5 to 7. You get to meet Ed Beeler. You gonna have your dog Doodle with you?
He's always there. Yeah. Excuse me.
He's under the table. There he is. If you're watching on Facebook, you can get a glimpse of.
He's sleeping.
There he is.
Come on.
You got to go to our Facebook page. See the cutest dog.
Come on, up.
Good boy.
I know. I'm sorry.
So Pinball PA, another question the listener had from the other day, and this was a guy who lives in Hopewell. He said, how long has that place been there? Like 4 or 5 years?
Yeah,
and I had to tell
11.
him, no, a lot longer. How long has it been
11 years now, believe it or not. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to believe, but it's because it really went by that quick. But everything does, I suppose. But, it's running particularly smoothly now, so...
Do you get people from other parts of the country who hear about this and when they're in town, or they make a special trip just to go there?
Other parts of the world, sure. Yeah, people. Yeah, we have people who don't speak a whole lot of English that come in. We had some Japanese tourists last month, and then about 15 Canadians that were in for the draft last week or whenever that, 2 weeks ago.
The NFL draft?
Yeah.
Wow.
They said, well, we had to come here too, so... Yeah, we did get some business from the draft, unlike the rest of the people that were complaining about it. Yeah, it was good. So yeah, people come from all over spend their entire vacations here. Some guys will stay in a hotel. Some people stay in the parking lot. I said, I don't want to know any more about that. But,
less said about that.
Yeah. So whatever.
Cool. Bringing tourism to Beaver County, I like it, and because it is on one hand like a museum. You can walk out and see all these artifact pieces, but the fun thing is you get to play with the.
Yeah, it's a hands-on museum. We are an actual museum, termed, but you can use everything in there. 99.9% of it works at any given time. So that's why my hands are usually dirty, because I have to fix it all. So. Are
you on the lookout for if you ever see like someone selling an old arcade game, or they come out, they call you and say, hey, I got this.
They do, yeah. The donations, and the last month has been ridiculous, because I literally, there's a building full of stuff, so we go take a look, and you have to save it, because at some point it stops, because I have enough. There's enough in storage, and don't need any more, and I don't have enough time to finish what we do have for restoration wise. But then they start dropping it off. I mean, literally, there were 6 shuffle alleys with the puck with the shuffle bowling alley. They're also fading into distant memory, but literally a place up the street in the Hopewell Industrial Center at the exit there. You got to come get these. I said, I don't want them. I don't have any room. And then they end up out back of the building. So
swaddled in a blanket.
Because we're a junkyard too. We take them apart and save and sell and repurpose parts. So
it's got to be a rare skill to be able to fix a 1984 arcade game. I mean, how do you come up with the knowledge to do that? A lot of study, I would think.
Yeah, it's a niche market for sure. Well, I studied magazines and technical journals back before the internet, because it does what's the word I'm looking for? It does disturb me just a bit, because if you look
chafe.
Thank you. Because people. With what they do nowadays, kids, younger people, I say kids, younger people, they'll be on a forum or a book face thing or whatever, and they say, I asked AI how to, and I'm like, that's not how you do it. I mean, that gives an answer. It's usually incorrect as to how to repair some of these items, and the pictures that are posted. It's something that someone pulled out of a barn And what's wrong with it? And I'm like, I can't answer that question.
Yeah.
So it's tough whenever you have 40 years of experience and time doing it, and then somebody comes in and goes, "What do you think?" And they're starting from less than zero, so it's tough.
Got a phone call. Let's see if it applies to pinball and arcade games. Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, good morning, Scott. It's Tom. Good morning, Ed.
Hey.
Good to hear you, Tom. I know you're a pinball guy, right?
I've been a pin guy for many, many decades. I'm really looking forward to coming out tomorrow, Ed. Never been to your place.
Awesome.
There used to be a place on the north side years ago that was similar. I don't know if you're familiar with what I'm talking about, north side, Westview area. But, I have an original 81 8-ball deluxe that's 100%
Nice.
working. And I'm trying to restore a 1954 Gottlieb Lady Luck. I'm not an expert at pinballs, but I'm just really looking forward to this event tomorrow, and I'm sure that once my wife and I come there once, we'll be there very, very often. I think it's great what you're doing out there, preserving history. A lot of, I'm 69 years old. Everybody in my generation played pinball. We would save up money just to be able to go and, and work hard to try to win free games. So really looking forward to this event tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what happens. People come in and they're there once, and they become members, season pass members, or they're there every week or every month. And we can help you fix whatever. I have the resources and different people that can help with different things. If it's not a job for me, I have a guy who can help you out with it. So track me down there, and we'll be happy to talk tech.
I appreciate it. I love it when people answer a question I'm ready to ask, because I was going to ask if you're going to be there and if maybe I could talk to you for a little bit about, some resources to help with repairs or restoration.
Absolutely. You'll have to shut me up once you get me started talking about it, though. So, sure. Let's talk.
That won't bother me. I could talk to you all day about this stuff.
Awesome.
So, again, thanks for what you're doing. Again, my name's Tom. I'll come and find you sometime tomorrow. We're going to get there early, so we have time to look around before the crowds get there, I think.
All right. You'll need the whole day, because that's the way it works. There's 425 pieces, 10,000 square feet, and there's stuff on the wall, and there's posters and memorabilia, all kind of stuff. There's all kind of stuff to see, so it's great.
Yeah, I have a big, I don't know what it is, maybe 3 or 4 foot by 5 foot poster for my 8-ball deluxe. I have the original.
That's rare.
Like the rubber mat that they would have that you'd stand on and stuff like that, So really looking forward to it. Really appreciate you coming on the air and talking about the music and all the games up there and stuff. And just looking forward to coming in and seeing you all. And, Scott, I'll see you and Frank there tomorrow. I haven't decided who I'm betting on yet, who's going to be the worst.
Would you hear Noah issued a challenge? Anyone that can beats him is in the running for that autographed Penguins jersey, and you get to pick the game, Tom. So think of a game that might stump young Noah. You could be a winner.
So, Ed, do you have an 8-ball deluxe, I assume?
Yes, we do. Of course, you got to have that for any real collection. Yeah.
All right.
It's me and him on 8-ball deluxe.
We'll just give you the jersey when you walk in.
The challenge has been issued. I love it. Looking forward to seeing you, Tom, tomorrow.
All right. Thank you both very much. Really enjoy the show.
Awesome. I appreciate that. You take care.
See? I'm appreciated.
Yeah. Well, we're calling it listener appreciation.
Yeah,
so.
Great.
And he mentioned the Pinball PA and the music as well. We've been having fun talking about music and your band Ashes to Ashes. Any chance you'd ever get back together?
I'm not the only one to ask there, because there's really only 2 of us at this point, and I don't think so. I think it's past us. We're going to leave it where it stopped. But let me say this, though, that Andy couldn't make it today, but he does have new music, and he did ask me to come play on it. Whether I can still play is another story, because everyone says, you still play, and I just don't. I mean, I only did it for that purpose. I didn't, and it's probably a bass guitar thing, where there are guys that sit around and play bass, but that's not me. And if you want to sit around and play music, I would think you'd play guitar. That's just always been my opinion. There's probably a lot of bass players who would disagree with me, but the bass player is a guy in the band. The guitar player is a musician, as I say.
Yeah, you don't see too many people busking on a sidewalk playing bass.
Yeah, well, I bet there's a video somewhere of that. So, but yeah, so while there, I think there will be some additional music forthcoming. At least that's what I've been told. Live performance, probably not, because we can't stay up that late anyway.
I can relate. Well, now that you sent us some Ashes to Ashes songs, we'll make sure we play them. Usually we do local music on our Backyard Beaver County show every Friday. We have an abbreviated one tomorrow, but we'll definitely get some Ashes to Ashes in the mix, because I really, really dug what I heard. I haven't heard those songs in, well, since
it was
20-some years.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad we could do it today. The schedule didn't fit tomorrow, so that works. But this is Scott's flexible radio show. I like that.
Free form radio. Yeah. Well, we appreciate you coming in and bringing your dog Doodle. People, go on the Facebook page. You got to check out Ed Beeler and Doodle. And you gave us a little walking music here. You're going to go out. I said, pick an artist that you respect, Western Pennsylvania, someone that you had a history with, or do you think needs more recognition? Who'd you pick?
I mentioned it earlier about Rick Witkowski and B.E. Taylor. My friend Scott Johnson texted me and reminded me that he and I went to that show. His dad JJ took us, and because again I said Syria Mosque. I don't know why I had that on my mind. Another great venue that's not there anymore, but the Stanley Theater, where I also saw Motley Crue and Accept, and a lot of people can't believe that because you walk into it now and it's the glorious Benedum Center, but it was full of smoke and heavy metal music with the
peroxide hair and
all that
leather spandex.
But yeah, again, one of the influences for early music for me would have been B.E. Taylor, and I people remember the song, and I said that song does not get played nearly enough. I mean, you can hear any song by that other band in town all the time, on other radio stations, but twice, 3 times a day. But you don't hear Vitamin L. I mean, it's a great song.
We got to play. It was played on the first day of MTV, was it not? One of the very.
I think so.
Yeah.
I was a little kid.
Good pick. I'm going to cue up Vitamin L, B. Taylor. Ed, thanks for hanging out with us on the radio, and we look forward to hanging out with you at Pinball PA.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow, 5 to 7. You take care. Let's go. B.E. Taylor, Vitamin L.